Hello everybody. Today we are going to do another passage one about chilies. So we are going to read about chili peppers. Okay, chili pepperlar haqida ma'lumot olar ekanmiz bugun. Passage 1, true false not given bilan gap filling savollar har doimgidek. Savollarga bitta qarab olsak, boshlaymiz o'qishni. The study done by the Chinese Academy bitta tadqiqot o'tkazar ekanda, o'shanda ular looked at eating habits in several countries. Bir nechta davlatlarda eating habitga, ovqatlanish nimalariga, dietalariga qarar ekan. Demak biz hozir aniqlashimiz kerak, bir nechta davlatlarda eating habitga qaraydimi yoki bitta Chinadagi eating habitga qaraydimi o'sha studyda. Shuni aniqlashimiz kerak. Eating fresh chilies haqida informatsiya beradi bizga. Bu yeyish haqida, ya'ni sveji chili yeyish can decrease the likelihood of dying from certain serious illnesses. Serious illness degani jiddiy kasalliklar. Bu jiddiy kasalliklarni likelihoodini kamaytirar ekan. Fresh chilies keladi ungacha. Okay, the gap fillingga bitta so'zdan foydalanar ekanmiz. The health benefits of chili. Using chili to fight bacteria. Bakteriyalarga qarshi kurashsak bo'lar ekan, chililarni ishlatib. Chili's ability to fight germs degani bakteriya, mikroblarga qarshi kurashish qobiliyati was very significant before the invention of nimadir kashf qilinishidan avval ular bakteriyani o'ldirish uchun odamlar bakteriyalardan himoyalanish uchun chili ishlatgan ekan. Buni topamiz. Endi boshlasak bo'ladi. True false not givingga e'tiborni qaratamiz. For thousands of years, humans have taken painful pleasure from eating chilies, also known as peppers or chili peppers, to their food. A study published in the British Medical Journal in 2015 indicated that a diet filled with spices, including chilies, was beneficial for health. The study, which was carried out by scientists in Chinese Academy bo'lgan studyga qaraganda tracked the health of nearly 500,000 participants in China for several years. Faqat Chinada olib borilgan ekan bu study. Javobimiz shunda bo'ladi mana bu yerga. False, ya'ni bir nechta davlatlarda emas, faqat Chinada bir necha yillar davomida bo'lgan. Fresh chili yeyish foydalimi kasalliklar uchun? They found that participants who ate spicy food once or twice a week had a mortality rate of 10% lower than those who ate spicy food less than once a week. Demak, o'lim darajasini kamaytirgan. Risk of death reduced still further for people who ate spicy food 6 or 7 days a week. Agar ko'proq yesa yana ham kamaygan bu o'lim xavfi. Chili peppers were the most commonly used spice among the sample, and those who ate fresh chili yeganlar had a lower probability degan likelihood degan lower probability of death from cancer, heart disease and diabetes. Bunisi bu test juda oson ekan, disappointingly oson ekan juda. Demak kamaytirar ekan haqiqatan ham o'lim xavfini. Capsaicin is found in the same place in all chilies. Chilining qanday joyida topiladi? Ya'ni chilining bargidami, urug'idami, qayerda capsaicin topiladi? O'shani aniqlashimiz kerak. Bu aytayaptiki, hamma chililarda bitta joyda topiladi. Mana capsaicinni o'zim ham bilardim. Men artikel o'qigandim, ya'ni achchiqlik beradigan modda paperlardagi capsaicin degan modda hisoblanadi. O'sha hamma chililarning bitta joyida bo'ladimi yoki har xil joylarda? Hozir aniqlaymiz buni. The health promoting properties of chilies can be found in capsaicin, which is the odorless, colorless chemical compound that makes chilies hot. inside a chili there are inside a chili there are yellow stalks that attach the seeds to its sides, and in many types of chili this is the location of capsaicin. In many types of deyapti, ya'ni ko'pchiligida deyapti, hammasida emas, ko'pchiligida bo'ladiki, qolganlarida unaqa emasligini. Location of capsaicin, but there are several varieties where this is not the case. Mana javobimiz bo'lar ekan shunda. False, hammasida ham bitta joyda emas. Habanero peppers are the hottest known peppers. Habanero degani eng achchig'i ekan. Topamiz hozir buni. Okay. The heat of a chili is measured in Scoville heat unit. Scoville degan measured o'lchar ekanmiz. Metr demaymiz da uni, Scoville der ekanmiz, which is the number of times a sample of dissolved dried chili must be diluted by its own weight in sugar water before it loses its heat. For green bell pepper, this is 0. Green bell pepper da 0 ekan. Ya'ni green bell pepper juda achchiq masi. But habanero peppers have a Scoville value of between 100,000 and 350,000. For pure capsaicin the figure is 60 million. Pure capsaicinlarda 16 million bo'lar ekan o'sha unit. Lekin mana bu Scoville'da achchiqlik darajasi 1350. Pure capsaicin can be bought on the internet, though it is the mother there's additive. Qani lekin eng achchig'i masligi aytilmagan ekan. Realni men o'zimda bilimdan kelib chiqib aytadigan bo'lsam, eng achchig'i bu emas. Eng achchig'i nimadir degan paper, unda 1 million atrofida bo'lardi. Lekin testimizda shunaqa deyilmaganda. Testimizda faqatgina buni values aytib ketilgan. Buni endi olamiz not given ga, chunki bizga eng achchig'imi yoki yo'q bu aytilmagan. Albatta. Not given. Pure capsaicin is a license for use in food products in the European Union. European Unionda litsenziya berilar ekan pure capsaicin ishlatilishiga. Pure capsaicin can be bought on the internet, though it is used as a food additive is banned qilingan ekan Europe'da. Ya'ni license qilinmas ekan, banned qilingan ekan. Javobimiz bo'ladi bunga false. Okay. The Aztecs were the first to use capsaicin as a painkiller. Ular birinchi bo'lib painkiller sifatida ishlatgan ekan Aztecslar. Nimani? Capsaicin. The use of chili peppers as weapons dates back to pre-Columbian times, when it is said Mayans burned rows of them to create a stinging smoke screen to protect themselves from their enemies. The Aztecs also put chili on their teeth to kill toothache painkillers sifatida ishlatgan, lekin birinchi bo'lib ishlatganmi? And the use of capsaicin as a pain reliever continues today. Birinchi bo'lib ishlatilmaganligi bizga aytilmagan. Shuning uchun bunga bo'ladi javobimiz not given bo'ldi bunga. Chunki bizga birinchi bo'lib ishlatilmaganligi aytilmagan. Birds have different physical response to eating chilies to those of animals. Animallarda responsiga qaraganda birdlarning responsi boshqacha bo'lar ekan. Okay, Joshua Joshua, a natural historian at the University of Washington, thinks the burning sensation we experience when we come into contact with chilies is an evolutionary trick. We are not actually being damaged by the capsaicin the way we would be if we were touching a stove, but our brain thinks we are. Xuddi biz stovga tekkandagi issiqlaganday issiq laymiz deb o'ylar ekanmiz miyamiz, lekin aslida unaqa emas ekan. He says, adding that all mammals hayvonlar haqida gapirilyapti. Hamma hayvonlar experience the same sensation but birds do not. Demak, mammallarga qaraganda birdslar boshqacha nima qiladi? Response qiladi achchiqqa. Bo'ladi buni javobi. Birds have different physical response. To'ppa to'g'ri, true. Ularda boshqacha physical response bor. They can eat chilies like popcorn and they do not feel the heat. Demak, achchig'ni sezmaskan qushlar. Mana bu bitta qo'shimcha ma'lumot. General information. Good to know. In this way, Tuxbury suggests that plant evolution evolved to repel animals that might crush its seeds with their teeth, but not ones that would help spread them. Chili is also found fight bacteria. Bizga mana shu yerda savol bor edi. Bakteriyalarga qarshi kurashadi. This was of great value in the days before refrigeration. Refrigeration kashf qilinishidan avval. Javobimiz bo'ladi mana bu yerga endi refrigeration. Okay, refrigeration topildi. Okay, keyingisi. It was thought that chili was eaten because it causes bodies to produce something which reduces body heat. Odamni body heatini kamaytiradigan nimanidir ishlab chiqarar ekan, qanaqadir modda ishlab chiqarar ekan tana o'sha chili yeganda. Shuning uchun ham chili yeyilar ekan deb hisoblanar ekan. Tana nima ishlab chiqaradi? Refrigeration, when particularly in the tropics, people were vulnerable to bacteria that could harm them directly or cause their food to spoil. Ovqatni aynib qolishini oldini olish uchun, tanasiga harm bo'lmasligi uchun yegan ekan uni. Tropical arealarda ayniqsa. Chilies kill or inhibit 75% of such bacteria. That may just explain the spices world conquering success. Just 2 or 3 years after the explorer Columbus brought chili seeds back to Europe from the New World in 1493. Portuguese merchants took the plants to Asia, where they would transform the cuisine. People in hot countries, mana bu issiqlikka aniqlanyapti, temperature, body temperature tushirish haqida bo'ladi hozir. In hot countries are said to use more chili because it makes them generate a lot of sweat. Demak, tanamizda a lot of sweat ishlab chiqarar ekan agar biz chili yeydigan bo'lsak, tanamiz ishlab chiqaradi sweat, which cools them down. Demak, tanamizda u sovutadi keyin. Bo'ladi bunga javobimiz. Shunda sweat. Ter degani, ter ishlab chiqarar ekan. Ter ishlab chiqarishga yordam berar ekan. Books of nimadir from around the world show chili is more commonly used in certain geographical areas. Ba'zi bir joylarda, davlatlarda, geographical arealarda chili ko'proq ishlatilar ekan. O'shani biz nimaningdir kitoblaridan bilib olar ekanmiz. From around the world. O'sha dunyo bo'yicha nimaningdir kitoblari. Kitoblar haqida kerak bizga. But in 1998, researchers at Cornell University pointed out that the greater use of spices in countries such as India, Thailand, and China was likely to be linked to the antibacterial function. By studying books filled with recipes, recipelarga to'la bo'lgan kitoblarni o'qish from all over the world, demak books of recipe bo'ladi, ya'ni recipe kitoblari, ya'ni resept haqidagi kitoblar. Recipe bo'ladi javobimiz bunga. Recipe. Hozir boshqacha rang bilan highlight qilamiz javoblarni. No, I don't think so. I don't think we can do this. So from all over the world. Keyingi savol javobimiz. The University of Wyoming found that chili raised the mice's kalamushning, sichqonlarning nimasinidir oshirgan chili yeganda. Weight loss deyapti mana bu yerga. Weight loss haqida o'qir ekanmizda, shunda maysga tajriba o'tkazar ekan. Researchers found that spices, including chili, were more likely to be used close to the equator and were also used more in valleys with high levels of humidity. The than on hypothalamic. Capsaicin has ever been suggested as a potential weight loss tool. Research conducted by the University of Wyoming on mice that had been fed a high-fat diet found that the substance increased it is metabolismini oshirgan. Bunga ham javobimiz topildi. Metabolism. Oh god. Metabolism. Very difficult to write here on keyboard. The University of Adelaide found that receptors in the nemada react with chili to indicate when we have enough to eat. To'ygan vaqtimiz bizga o'sha reseptorlar ko'rsatar ekan to'yganimizda chili bilan reaksiya qilib. Demak, qayerdagi reseptorlar, tilimizdagi, ichaklardagi reseptorlar causing them to burn more energy and preventing weight gain. In another study, researchers at the University of Adelaide found that certain receptors that interact with capsaicin are located inside the stomach. This test is very easy. That this one is stomach. So stomach. The next, so pain reliever orqali sifatida ishlatilar ekan. It reacts with the parts of brain that notices a difference in temperaturedagi farqni sezar ekan. The sensation we have when eating chili is similar to the one we have after nimadir. O'sha sensation, chili yegandagi sensation, sezgi nimadandir keyingi sezgiga o'xshar ekan. The previous studies on humans seem to back the idea that eating spicy food may curb our appetite. Teskarisi ma'lumot beryapti. Bizning nimamizda chili qalampirlar ishtahani ochadi degan gap bor, lekin bu curb qiladi appetite deyapti, ya'ni kamaytiradi deyapti. Qiziq. Capsaicin is a natural painkiller. Capsaicin creams and patches are available in chemists to ease pain, but it is only recently that we have come to understand how something that causes pain can ease it too. Capsaicin binds to the pain receptor TRPV1, which our brains also use to direct changes in temperature. Temperaturada o'zgarishni sezadi. That's why we think chilies are hot. But after being overstimulated bo'lgandan keyin, the neurons stop responding, killing the pain. This process involves the release of endorphin, which can give us a rush, not unlike the feeling we have when we have not unlike degani like ga to'g'ri keladi. Like degani mana bunga o'xshaydi, similar to ga, mana similar. After we have after nimadir. Unlike the feeling we have when we have done some exercise. When we exercise, after exercise bo'ladi javobimiz. Exercise plus exercise bo'ldi javobimiz. Bironta javob qolib ketdimi? Yo'q. Menimcha bo'ldik. Okay. Thank you for watching.